Sorry, y'all. Whew. Welcome, guys. Welcome to Storytime with a Grown Woman. KW team are on a roll this morning. Um, Seems as though uh, counseling is helping already, y'all. Already. It's bringing out questions that I assumed or thought would maybe come out in counseling sessions. But we know that it would take a lot of counseling sessions for a lot of questions to come out. So, the two questions that were asked within the last hour are questions that many of you have been um, asking. So, either KW's team is proactive or they're always reading the comments and getting some of the topics from the people. So this morning, guys, did I say good morning? I don't think so. If I didn't, good morning. Um, it's been an interesting morning. Interesting. We had counseling session number two. Many of you feel as though it's pointless. I don't. I feel like this is great. This is a great start for a new beginning for Anthony and Amber. So many of you guys felt as though there was no chance that they could possibly reconcile. A lot of you don't want them to reconcile because of everything Anthony has done. But Hunter, dare we forget about a lot of things that has gone on, not just on Anthony's part, but Amber's part as well. And it doesn't matter that they were not married when Amber did what she did. It still happened. And regardless of what a lot of you guys feel, we're here because of Wayne and Amber revealed, not for what Anthony did prior. We know he did some jacked up crap, but we are not here because of that. We are here because of Wayne and Amber. So, I didn't finish watching the skit this morning. I only saw the part where Amber said, God told me. And when she said that, I wondered, like, will the people believe that? And y'all don't tell me in the comments whether or not she threw the lake house lady under the bus or not. Please don't. But when she said God told me, it made me think of my situation. Now, everybody want to say, nobody really wants to ever say, the devil told me this or the devil told me that. Everybody always want to say, God told me this, God told me that. Now, in Amber's situation, they were married, they're doing things the godly way. So if the lake house lady had not called her, she would have been guided by God to go there. Now, me, I had a situation and I wasn't like, it wasn't a marriage or nothing. We was in sin. So one would say that any intuition that I got came from the devil because that's what the situation was. It was, fornication. But anyway, make a long story short, when Amber said that, it just made me think about a situation with me. I was dating this guy, wasn't thinking anything negative that particular morning. And just that something told me, like it just literally told me, go to XYZ hotel. And I went and he was there. And again, I was in fornication, so anything that I would say that I heard didn't come from God, it was the devil. Why? Because the devil will tell you stuff too for more trouble, more bad things to happen. So was it God? Was it the devil? I don't know, but you do get that intuition and you do hear that voice that will tell you to do things. So anyway, I haven't watched the entire thing, so I don't know if she threw the lake house lady under the bus, but I will say that you will hear a voice that will tell you something. And I could dare to say that if nothing really bad comes out of it, that could have been a word from God. In my situation, nothing bad came out of it. I just broke up. Well, I don't know if we broke up or not, but anyway, it was a little arguing, and so you can hear a voice, that small, still voice in your ear or your spirit that tells you to go somewhere. Now, with that being said, let me see who's in these comments. Good morning, Sharon, Michael Brown. Hey, Jarena. Jakia. Sorry if I pronounced that wrong. Beverly. Ira. Good morning, y'all. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Happy Easter and 420. uh, Thank you, Jarena. Hit the like button. Ira, I'm so glad that Amber asked Anthony who told him about Wayne and her. He did tell the truth. And I was so proud because I remember him having the opportunity to tell what, like about Shayla, coming on to him, and he kept that a secret. So, um, I'm so glad he did tell the truth. He hesitated. It seemed like he was going to try to, go around it, but he did tell the truth, and I'm so glad. Uh, let's see. I feel like I might have some comments. Okay, right here. Yeah, Jarena, I don't know why. Oh, I got off topic. So, somebody in my comments was telling me that he did tell Zash what happened, but I don't remember that. And some stuff I don't remember. I may watch. I just don't remember. But I don't feel like he has told anybody that Shayla came on to him. I don't know. But I was really happy that he was honest this time. So Jarena says Anthony needs to stop protecting Shayla and tell Amber everything. Yeah, I think so too. And this session is allowing them to have conversations that more than likely they would not have had. So Amber can act all angry and saying he's making excuses, but this second session made her reflect on things. Yeah, she's gonna continue to say let it go, la, 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 but she can't deny that this second session made her reflect. He did, and Zash said you kept coming back. Okay, so Faye says that he did tell Zash. Yeah, like he went back. He never denied. He was like, "That's some wet, wet," and he kept going back. No one has ever denied that he kept going back. He did. He went back about 2 or 3 times, and she'll toot that thing up, and hey, it was just temptation. He could not resist. But he did attempt to make things right by ending everything. And again, as I stated in an earlier video, Shayla came out with the big guns, which was revealing about him and Amber. So yeah, he did do what he did, but we are not here because of that. We are here because of what he found out about Wayne and Amber. So I don't care how much y'all talk about things that both Amber and Anthony has done. we are not here because of all the previous things. We are here because of the reveal of her and him, and of Amber and Wayne. So Jarena, you don't think that it makes sense for him to protect Shayla? I don't think so either, and I don't know why he feels the need to do that. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. I wish he would just like tell, but men do that. Men will do that because they're not a snitch. So I think a lot of times we fail to realize that men and women are different. I don't know if you guys remember that book. Women are from Venus, men are from Mars. Both species handle things differently. Um, Regardless of what Anthony did before he found out, when a man finds out that his woman has been tampered with by another man, his reaction is going to be totally different. A woman might cry and, over time forgive, and she might go through a lot of pain. When a man, he might want to make you feel as low as he can. So that's just the difference between a man and a woman. That's just how it is. Men are very territorial. They're gonna do what they do, but you can't do it. That's just what it is. Mm, 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 mm. Hey, Miss Mom G3, it's over. God asked me to let you know that if you open up your Bible to the New Testament, the first verse, you see this message. Oh, New Testament, first verse. Let's see. It's over. I'm going to go on Bible Gateway. The New Testament. Now I got to go through all of these ads. Doo, doo, doo. So it's over. Open up your Bible to the New Testament, the first verse. See this message? He definitely. The first verse in the New Testament is the book of the generation of Jesus, the son of David, son of Abraham. I'm not sure it's over. But anyway, he did. He took the cross for each and every one of us. He took the cross for our sins. And that's what I'm always telling you guys in my reactions, that if we forgive the way Jesus did, things like what's going on now with Amber and Anthony will be something that's forgivable, and that these two can reconcile and it can work if we love and forgive the way Jesus did. Michael Brown, Shayla is the mother of Anthony's child. Michael, so many people feel like Kai does not belong to Anthony. I'm with you. I'm going to stick to my prediction that that is Kai's baby, and that Amber's uh, Amber making a decision to reconcile with Anthony and be a stepmother to this child is going to demonstrate God's love. I've been saying that from the beginning. So it's over. That is something that I have been mentioning in a lot of my reaction videos. So yes, Michael, I do believe that this is that Kai does belong to Anthony. Although they are leaning toward it may not be, but I feel like they're going to demonstrate God's love in this situation. I would agree. Faye says I would agree if he hadn't already did the Ro and Shayla thing. Yeah, I mean, again, we can continue to talk about it, but that is not why we're here. Those other things are not why we're here. So, Faye, that it is what it is. Jarena, they need to get to the root of their problem of why they both cheated on each other. Yeah. Well, Amber kept saying, "Oh, it's just a fun thing. It's just a fling. When I get married, I'm gonna do whatever." So Amber's reason for cheating was just the fact that at that time, in which the devil will, his spirit will get into a person to do certain things to make you draw closer to them. Remember before Wayne, before Amber got with Anthony, Amber was with Wayne, but he wasn't showing her the attention that he was showing her once she got with Anthony. And that really drew her to him. Now, they already had a banging physical life. So now he's acting the way she wanted him to act when they were dating. And that drew her to him. So I think her reason was just because he was giving her that attention that she sought when they were together. But the devil has his way of coming in. His spirit has his way of coming in and getting into a person to give you what you want to make you steer and lean the wrong way. So I think that's why Amber did what she did because she really liked Wayne. She did. At the end of the day, she did. Anthony was somewhat of a rebound, just like Amber was somewhat of a rebound for Anthony. Sandra says, Kai is not Anthony's baby. Oh, in real life, yes. In Skitland, it will kill the skit. What will kill the skit, Faye? Miss Mom G3, if Anthony really wanted Amber, he'd go see Pastor Chris and stop running around asking Wayne and Chase how to get her back. Yeah, but we all know that all of them backslid. He Pastor Chris is the least of their thought. Like they gonna go to their friends. That's just not how he's gonna work. Cause all of them is really backslid. Don't nobody go to church no more. Uh, don't even really mention God. You might hear Saint Amber talking about God or mentioning God, but at the end of the day, everybody doing their own thing. That's the thing. When you go your own way, it gets out of whack. So yeah, that would be the best thing to do, Miss Mom G3, but they're not. Miss Let, Shayla would never give them peace, and she would use that baby as a pawn always. Amber and Anthony would never have peace. I can't say they won't have peace. It depends on how they run their home. Um, but yeah, I can see Shayla just trying to use that baby as a pawn. But it's gonna take Anthony to be strong and say, "I'm not coming out." And if he does, he take Am with him. It's gonna take a lot of maturity if they decide to reconcile, and that baby belongs to Kai. So we could expect for Shayla to do a lot of bull crap. Neither were really emotionally mature. I agree, Faye. Mm, Shayla always wanted Amber's life. Sandra, mm, I don't know, but I will remind you that Shayla, she got on that train to have Amber's life after she kept cheating on Anthony. Shayla kept telling her, "Man, you got a good man. You need to stop." And then she kept doing it. And Shayla was like, well, I tell you what, if you don't want him, I'll take him. Is it right? Nope. But I can't say that Shayla always wanted Amber's life. I don't know. Her face says if Amber accepts it. But that's the thing, Faye. If they're going to reconcile, she's going to have to accept that baby. There's no if, ands, or buts about that. Amber needs to not reveal who told her about the lie. I hope she doesn't, Barbara. I didn't finish watching it. I only saw where she said God told her. So hopefully she kept it that way. Because the lake house lady, they might get in trouble. Hey, Doug. Good morning. Doug is driving and listening. Thank you, Doug. Um, I saw your comment, and people seem to forget a lot of things that happened prior. Michael Brown, Amber was cheated on Mike with Wayne. Just something about Wayne, Amber. Yeah, yeah. And again, Michael, anybody that Amber got with after Wayne, I do believe that it was a rebound because she's got mad love for Wayne. She really does. Make our lake house. No, Trina, I told you not to tell. Oh, y'all coming in. I told y'all not to tell. Oh, damn it, Angel. Amber. Sandra says, I keep telling you guys, Anthony is not the baby's daddy. I don't like to say baby daddy. Anthony is not the baby's father. I don't know. I feel like it is. I feel like, and I'm gonna stick to what I've been saying. This is a Christian-based channel, and I believe that they are going to show God, demonstrate God's love in this situation. So, I knew God would. Yahweh. No one told Anthony his fiance had her other boyfriend car, which Aunt best friend has now. Lord didn't let Amber. I don't know either. I mean, it's a lot that didn't. It was a lot of secrets. I knew it was a lot of secrets. So um, I can't say that the Lord will keep secret because the word says that all things under the sun will be revealed. I don't care how long it takes, everything will be revealed. I know stuff that I thought I got away with got revealed decades later. So I don't know about keeping secrets, but I do know that it says that all things will be revealed. Candace is going to tell Amanda. Amanda needs to demand a DNA test if she tries to reconcile their marriage. At some point, I believe a DNA test will be revealed and is going to confirm that this baby is Anthony's. If Anthony's not, I don't know. I don't know. Like people want to say Reggie just because Reggie came in for that split second, but I think that was their tactic to throw everybody off. So I just don't feel like Shayla was out there like that. Like I just don't. Somebody mentioned that at one point Shayla got a phone call or something recently, and she didn't answer the phone. So I don't know. Doug, I thought you was driving and just listening. Doug says Anthony was shooting up her club. That's his baby. I think so too. Sandra, Anthony wants Amber back to keep his funds. That could be a part of it. It's cheaper to keep her at the end of the day. But how many times do women get with men for their money? So if that's it, oh well. But he does have a certain love for Amber. I mean, Tell me anything, Doug. All things, yeah, exactly. I knew all things will be revealed. It doesn't matter; they will be revealed. Everything, everything. So I don't care how long a person thinks they get away with something. Like we've had in my town, uh, something that got revealed, a murder, scratch that, a birthday party for a young girl I think the case is like 30 to 40 years old, and people are going to jail now for that. So it doesn't matter how long, all things will be revealed. So you right, I knew the time is coming that all things will be revealed. So doggone talking behind Amber threw this woman under the bus. Got to be more careful. Got to be more careful. Joy, hello, Joy. Joy says, I'm confused about Victor. I thought he had money the way his sister was acting with Amber. His sister said that there are women who try to get with him for his money. So, what's the real deal? Well, Joy, they may not know that he could be possibly going broke. They may know that he came to everybody who a lot of those foreigners once they get to the United States, everybody thinks that they've made it. So Joy, the family may not know what he's going through. Um, but the family does have money, and the sisters would be like, hey, I don't want him bringing anybody up in here to get our family's money. So it may not just be his money per se, but with him, quote, being a business owner in the United States, he's come here, he's made it. So nobody's really looking at him as somebody who doesn't have money. I think his main focal point, though, is this green card. It doesn't matter how much money he has. If he doesn't have a woman to marry, who can get him a green card, his money doesn't matter. Especially with Trump in office, because Trump's sending them all back. Barbara, has Shayla seen new uh Amber's new partner? Could they know each other? Oh, and could he? Oh, damn, Barbara, y'all. Barbara says, does Shayla know or has she seen Victor? And could they really be working together? Could Victor really be the baby's father? I don't know. Good one, good one. I wish I had my applause, but that's a good one, good one. What do y'all think about that? What Barbara says? I have not seen many people saying this, that Shayla and Victor could be working together. No. Shayla keeps having dreams. Well, I know she was having dreams about being at or kicking Amber out. Has she had more dreams, Sandra? Sandra? He is talking in the. Exactly. Doug, I was like, whoever decided to write this was not thinking. They were not thinking. So Doug says he is targeting the wrong woman. He better trap one of his clients. Exactly. Amber is married. Amber is not about to jump in another marriage the next day. That's just like Shayla. She has this notion that the next day her and Anthony are gonna get married. That ain't happening. But yeah, Doug, you right. He would have did better targeting one of his clients. I knew she's not under the bus. Anthony need to tell her he was drunk in the bed asleep. Woke up. It was Shayla. Yeah. But also I knew Anthony said he wasn't that drunk. So Anthony did it because he wanted to. Um, so he did confess that he wasn't that drunk. Barbara says that she's not talking about Victor. She's talking about the guy in the bar. I don't I don't know then, Barbara. Barbara is eggnog. I don't know, but I don't know there. But I thought that was a good analysis what you said about Victor and Shayla. I don't know. Mm. Anu says Barbara is eggnog strong. Aqua Booty is not the baby's daddy. Who Aqua Booty? Oh Lord. Miss Mom G3. I don't believe anything that Angela may have had her hand in. We're seeing in every skit how tricky and deceitful Angelina is, especially with dealing with this campaign. Yeah, we know she is tricky and deceitful. But that's again, Miss Mom G3, why I say even if something happens and this baby doesn't belong to Anthony, we can't entirely blame Shayla because Shayla was instructed to go lay down and we'll just have this conversation with Anthony in the morning. So whatever her mom did, I don't think that Shayla would be the blame if this baby is not his. Um, Victor wants free rent. No, a new Victor want a dang green card. He wants a green card. Hey, Gemini love. Good morning. Good morning. The Victor twist is dumb. I think so too, especially with him wanting the green card. I can't. I have to agree, Faye. Yeah. Doug, I don't see Shayla letting three different men shoot up her club at the same time. She's trying. Exactly, Doug. Like for real. Cause even though people want to continue to talk about, she was with Arby, Mike, Anthony, those were separate relationships. So, well, not really relationships with Anthony, but those were separate entities where she was with Aunt Arby. She stopped being with Arby when she started falling for Anthony. And I just, I don't know. And then she really did try to stop messing with Anthony when she was with Mike. I think she slipped a couple of times, but as far as like everybody coming in there every week shooting up the club, I don't think that happened. I really think that when she was with Arby, she was with him. When she was with um, Anthony, she was with him. And especially when she got with Mike, she really, really fought off the urge for Anthony. But hey, that's her baby dad, so crap happens. Uh, Anthony is so shocked on himself. I don't know. Anthony would never marry Shayla. No. Barbara says the guy in the bar, Brittany and Amber. Oh, Kelvin. Kelvin. Anthony will never. Oh, he be lying. Why not tell a good one? Anthony is. Oh yeah, I don't know what that shop is. Victor is Aquaman. Okay, okay, okay. So we talking about the same person. Kevin is the one she's speaking of at the bar. Well, I don't know. I don't. I don't even put. I can't even put them two together. Hit the like button. Oh, thanks, Joanna. Y'all hit the like button. I wonder why Anthony never moved. Because Jim and I love he ain't with her like that. They just share a baby. He is only there. He's only not at his home because he got caught. It is not. It's not because he wants to be there. So there's no reason to wonder why he never moved in with Shayla because he doesn't want to be with Shayla like that. That's why he's still at Piari, and that's why she was trying to make room in that closet. And he was like, I never said I was coming here. We never had that discussion. Again, discussions. Remember when I was telling y'all in my reaction with Melissa and Mike? Until you have a discussion, you can't assume. Uh, the green card twist is to get us off of the Angelina plot. Maybe. I knew. I take that back. Bob. Oh, okay. He's talking to Barbara. Shayla slept with Arby, Anthony, and Mike while pregnant. I don't think she was slept with. Oh, she did sleep with Arby. Yep, she did. But she was pregnant, so. Uh, Cause remember, Anthony stopped going around, Jorena. Remember, Anthony stopped going around, and she told him basically, "I got needs too." So Mike wasn't in the picture. So again, it wasn't like it was three in a rotation. She was with. Anthony. Anthony wasn't coming around giving her no love, and she got with Arby because really they had kind of just broken up, and it doesn't always just end instantly. Mm. Miss Mom G3 says 3 dudes in 9 months while pregnant. That's doing a lot. I don't care. It's a lot. It's a lot. But again, she was already pregnant. She couldn't get pregnant again. So the thing is, who shot up the club and she conceived with? And I say Anthony. Never know about Shayla if Anthony not the father. Who could it be? Unless um, uh, I knew. I've said that. I have said that too. Two tests would have had to be changed for Arby to not be the father, and that would be a really good plot twist if both of them, if Angelina and damn, y'all always tell me that girl's name. Arby's new, well, not really new girlfriend, but uh, that would really be a good plot twist if both of them changed the test. Jasmine, why the freak can't I ever remember that, y'all? Yeah, Jasmine. He ran to row first time. Now he's running the PR. But hey, anew when Amber went back over there, she said, "You come home now," and he went home. He went home. He didn't go home with Piara. He's still at Piara's. Anthony and Shayla would never be married or be a couple. I agree, Michelle. Hello, Internet. Miss Gemini Love. Shayla is gonna go ballistic when she finds out Anthony trying to. Hell yeah, I can't wait. I can't wait for that to come out. I can't. A new Anu says that Shayla's gonna run Amber over. Have y'all ever been in that situation? I had an ex trying to run me over, run me off the road, and everything else. Uh, Joy, do you think the guy Mike was talking to who brought up Shayla could be her baby daddy, or maybe the guy Amber was with in the restaurant? I don't think it's Kelvin. Brittany said he looked like Anthony. So the guy that Mike was talking to, only person I know Joy is Reggie. But I'm gonna X out Kelvin. Like, come on, we can't have that much of a twist. Barbara said, "I hope they heard." I mean, like this, the Amber Anthony storyline is one that's just it's like a major one, so it's not gonna end too quickly. Not so. Oh, I just feel like this counseling session is really gonna be bringing things out. It's gonna answer a lot of. It's gonna allow for um, a lot of questions that Amber has to be answered, and it's going to allow for a lot of questions that Anthony had to be answered. Oh, so Sharon doesn't think that Victor is a twist. Well, it's stupid, Sharon. I hate to say that word. It's stupid to me because again, he needs a green card, but he's pursuing a woman that's married. Uh, I just think that's very silly. So, but yeah, Victor isn't a plot twist as far as him and Amber, dating or whatever. I think it would be a plot twist if Victor is the baby's father, Kai's father, and him and Shayla are working this thing together. That would be a plot twist. I don't think the dating part with Amber is a plot twist. Hey, K Flowers. Uh, Sharon says it's not gonna work. No, it's not. Not if he wants a green card. Sandra, I believe once Shayla got a phone call that night, I think it was Kat. Okay, Sandra. Somebody told me that I was supposed to watch that video. I don't remember that video. What video was that? What video? What was the video when Shayla got the phone call? I believe Angelina altered the results as Candace alluded, or if Angelina and Shayla were swabbed then or not. How would they be swabbed though when she took the test? Miss Mom G3, when she took the test, Angelina wasn't around though. So Miss Mom G3 says, I believe Angelina altered the results as Candace alluded. If Angelina and Shayla were both swabbed, then that's a 99.9% match. So are you saying that before the test came out, Angelina and Shayla swabbed? So technically, it wasn't the first test; it was the second test that they received. Is that? I mean, that's the only way I can see that happening, Miss Mom G3. Um, can they give Chase some marriage drama to shut him up? Faye says, I need Chase mouth shut up. Somebody give him some marriage drama. Well, Faye, they tried to with Pooch Hall, but it didn't work. Um, or just give him some business of his own to mine. It's hard for that because Anthony brings it to him. So Barbara, have you seen the skits with Zachary Brody and yeah, Barbara, I really feel like the only reason Zash did all that was because she needed somewhere to stay. I feel like that's why she did what she did. Starting to be nice to Pam or Pamela. Michael Brown, I wonder if Anthony's lawyer got a PI got some and Victor. I don't know, but she's already filed for divorce, so it really doesn't matter. Hello, Remo JS. Jarena, does Victor need money and a green card? Well, any scammer, Jarena, won't they look for money? So, I mean, I don't know if he just, well, the gym isn't his. The gym is technically his friend's. Uh, so maybe he does need money, but he definitely need a green card. That's what his friend has been focusing on. So I think it's probably both if he needs a green card, especially since that gym isn't his. The video is out there. Shayla was in the bed with Anthony. Yeah, I know Sharon, but was it that time when he denied her, or I don't know. I'm gonna have to go back and let me know, Sharon. Was that about a month ago, a couple of weeks ago? I'm gonna have to go through and look at the Anthony and Shayla skits when they were in bed. I don't think Shayla knew her mom swapped the test. Swapped the test. Remo, I'm think that's why I said, if Angelina had something to do with that, uh, Shayla is innocent in this. So, Shayla and her mother are money hungry. Yeah, I mean, Sandra, a lot of folks want money. They doing what it takes to get that bag. Could you please give us a breakdown as to why Amber insists on Anthony to go home drunk as opposed to staying there with her? What was Amber's motive? Okay, so Marcus says, could you please give us a breakdown as to why Amber insisted for Anthony to go home drunk as opposed to staying there with her? What was Amber? Amber didn't have a motive. Amber wanted to stay at the condo because it was closer to bar one. What's the name of the bar? The bar. It was closer to the bar. I want to say that Daly took Anthony home. So, I mean, I don't think she had a motive, you know? Oh, by the way, good morning. And good morning to you, Marcus. It's actually, thank you guys for the likes, but can I get a few more? So yeah, Marcus, I don't think she had a motive, and I mean, he's just drunk. She's not thinking nothing. Dalen took him home, and it's like, okay, babe, I'm gonna stay here because we're closer to the bar. I don't, I don't, I don't, I don't see anything wrong with that. Victor's response was to say that she has money, so she's a good candidate. Yeah, yeah. I think it's more that about that green card, Faye, than money. But it'll be a good thing if she does have money, because if the marriage doesn't work, he could get some alimony and stuff too. But I don't think we're going that far with it right now. K Flowers, the story doesn't make sense if Victor is only after a green card. He could get anyone to help him, help them out to get a green card. Yeah, it doesn't make sense. That's why we're like, why would he choose Amber? But it is the green, the thing, the his motive is the green card. His friend said it. It's about the green card. Yeah, Bar 44. Y'all know I visited Bar 44 and I met the owner. So it's about time for me to take a road trip to go to some of these shout outs that I've been seeing on the Country Wayne skits. I be wanting y'all to see what's going on at some of those places. So it's about time for me to hit the road. I got to rent a car because my car got hit. So I need to put some miles on it. Mm-hmm. Antoinette says Anthony needs to come clean by telling the counselor or Amber that Shayla took advantage of him first on while he was drunk. Do you think that should happen? Well, Antoinette, he has revealed that he wasn't that drunk, so technically he did it because he wanted to. Um, but I wish that he would expose that Shayla came on to him, because right now it's looking like, you know, he just went on at her. So I wish he would. I wish he would admit that. Mm, so yeah, I think that he should admit it. Joy says, I am uncertain as to why Anthony did not mention that decision, but yeah, again, I don't know why he's keeping that a secret. But they really didn't talk about that at the counseling session, so I don't know. I think this green card storyline is stupid because Amber is still, yeah, exactly. Shaman, Shaman. I'm sorry if I pronounced that wrong. I think it's silly too. Miss Mom G3, I want to see Talia whip Angelina. Ali refuses to see Angelina for the snake that she is. I think he's digging Angelina and she's digging Ali as well. Yeah, and what's bad about that, Miss Mom G3, is that Brody, is over there with that other woman, and you see your home has been wrecked and you want to wreck somebody else's home, but that's just how Angelina is. She's evil like that. Yep. Remo, exactly. Remo says Shayla tried to tell Amber to stop and that Anthony is a good man. Amber wrote the playbook and all the enablers kept all of Amber's and Wayne's secret. Aubrey almost told the truth about Amber and Wayne, and but the car something. But Remo, you're right. You're absolutely right. We've been saying that. She wrote the playbook. Uh, Shaman says Amber didn't have a motive. She said she needed to be. Yeah, that's what I said. That was it. I didn't see a motive. Shayla. Shayla knew what she was doing. That was a surprise call. So Sharon says that was a surprise call from out of nowhere. We just speculating that it was her baby dad. Yeah, I just didn't. I just don't remember that, and maybe I didn't watch the entire video. I be missing stuff when I don't watch the entire video. Amber presented herself as a candidate when she ran her mouth, thinking he didn't understand English. Oh, but Faye, my question is this, and I think I mentioned this in a reaction. Was he already scoping her out? Is that why he rented the house? Like, where did Victor come from? Like that's the thing. Like, why and then he to the area. He didn't have any friends. But the ladies at the gym says that they've been going or working out with him for 3 years. So if they have been working out with him for 3 years, who's in cahoots? Like, where is this coming from? Like, that means Victor is working with somebody if he's been there for 3 years. So Faye, was she already a candidate before she ran her mouth? Especially if he's been there 3 years. Antoinette says hello. Anthony doesn't know the truth. I think I'm going to have to wear my interpretation earbuds for Victor. Uh, I think he speaks pretty clear, Marcus. K Flowers, Shayla started out, but he continued to participate afterwards. After the first time, he should have told Amber he woke up with Shayla. Yeah, but that wasn't gonna happen. He thought he had got away with that, and again, he had got trapped in that wet, wet. That's just it. Um, he wasn't gonna tell. Anthony is too fickle and he doesn't know who or what he wants. 1 minute is Amber, then Ro and Shayla and PR. You are right, Steph, the student. He wants everybody. But I think that's kind of like what Anthony is. Anthony is like a spoiled brat and he gets what he wants. I have seen some of the country Wayne actors on my soap, on the new soap Beyond the Gates. Do you watch the soap? Joy, I look for that, and I'm trying to think. Was that like on a premium channel or something? It was some reason I didn't watch that. I don't. I think it was like on a premium channel or something that I don't have. Mm. Yeah, I know. Shaman says Shayla was having dreams about Anthony long before Amber and Anthony got married. I know, but that was the thing. She was cheating on him, and I guess it's just a thing that happens when you see a guy, you think he's attractive, you see he's successful, and then you also see a woman who's dogging him out. It can kind of like transform your thinking into be like, shoot, I wish I had that, you know? So it's not necessarily that Shayla wanted Anthony from day one. It could have just been the fact that once she started seeing what Amber was doing, it was like, shoot, I'd take him. And it just kind of escalated from there. Mm. Remo, I like how you look at it from both sides, but wrong is wrong. Emma always liked a man with money. She dropped Mike like a hot potato. Okay, Remo, what woman who doesn't want money? It's just what it is. Um, okay. The real estate agent found him. But yeah, and I've always also said, Remo, that both sides are wrong. They are, but at the end of the day, it's kind of a double standard. Men can do certain things that women can't. Men handle things differently than women do, so it's more or less a double standard. But everybody's wrong in the situation. Mm, K Flowers, now Angelina is going after the latest husband. Yeah, yeah. I know it good. K Flowers. I don't remember all these new names either, honey. I don't. I can't even remember Jasmine half the time. You know I can't remember these new ones. Um, what? What, Doug? Oh, baby snap. Doug, you so silly. Doug says that Shayla has a baby snapper. She does, because, honey, Shayla get that money. Marcus, I hope Jay don't use that money he got from his mother on alcohol. He probably will. And buy some groceries. I know Ava is not messing with those. Wait a minute. Ava said, I don't want them damn noodles. Oh Lord. You know what, Marcus? When I was watching that skit, I told my mother, I said, watch Jay don't even have no damn peanut butter. I knew he wasn't gonna have peanut butter for that sandwich. Remo, I would have stood up at the wedding and told all about Amber and Wayne. Exactly. Now Remo, Shayla could have did that. I've been to a wedding and I refused to go to my BF wedding. I was the maid of honor. I mean, Shayla could have did that though, Remo. Yeah, yeah, but she didn't. Amber just talks too much. Victor knew all her. Yeah, she does. She like an old refrigerator, K Flower. She can't keep nothing. Shayla told people it was love at first sight. Okay, but don't mean that she wanted him. She may have liked him like that, but also Sharwin. Um, Shayla has this. She is weird. You know, when Zash came on the scene, she says that Shayla has some issues. So yeah, it might have been love at first sight for her per se, but it wasn't like I don't. I think it's because she has something that goes on in her mind, like a Disney story. Anthony's stupid dumb. He is truly wishy washy. He is Victoria. Do you remember when the guy came to Bar 44 and asked Anthony about their beef? Or oh, about selling it, and he refused to sell it. I think it's the guy who owns the gym. Could I be wrong? I don't know. You guys, Antoinette was saying that a guy came when that guy came to Bar 44 and inquired about buying it from Anthony. Could that be the same guy from the gym? I don't know. I'm gonna have to look at that one too. Shayla's so dumb. She ain't too dumb. She get that money. She don't work. Yet she have everything. Hold the phone in the middle and oh yeah, yeah, thank you. Make sure you hit that like button, y'all. It's free. Thank you, Michael. Shayla didn't look at Anthony like that. The house, the So Remo is saying that Shayla didn't look at Anthony like that, but Amber was looking at the house. She saw dollar signs. I mean, anybody go to that house, you gonna be like, wow, and want it. So, but I genuinely think that in the beginning, Shayla just wanted Anthony. Mm, Victoria, hello down. So Victoria is going in over here. Jay plays. He damn sure does. I love drunk Jay, but sober Jay, he pretty strong with it too. But drunk Jay is funny as hell. Mm. Okay, so we got somebody else that's vouching that Anthony told Zaz. I just don't remember that, and I don't. know why Zach hasn't brought it up. Joanne says, yes, God will tell you if your man is cheating. I know this for myself. Yeah, I agree. Like I said, I had something that came to me one day, and I wasn't even thinking of nothing, and I was fornicating at the time. So you dare to say, the spirit of when it's the bad spirit, bad things will happen, and sometimes God will lead you in the right path to do certain things, even if you are in sin. Um, Victoria, with low down Shayla need that butt whoop. Girl, we know Shayla gonna run. Ain't nobody gonna catch her to beat her ass. Shayla told us she doesn't need. Yeah, I know. And that's why I say it's something mentally wrong with Shayla. That's why she's so delusional about her and Anthony being a happy family, because it's something mental with her. So Sharon says that Shayla told Ash that she doesn't need her meds. I'll hit the like button. You wait till y'all find out that this entire story. Girl, if Faye, this Faye, Faye says, wait until we all find out that this was all a dream. Oh my God. That, come on, Faye. Yeah, exactly. Shop. That's what I've been saying. I didn't say a trump card, but you're right. Shayla was planning and needed to have a trump card, so she waited for the opportunity to pull that trump card. She got Anthony to sleep with her, and when he wanted to break it off, she pulled out that card. She damn sure did exactly. When Amber is lying, watch how her eyes and head. I don't know. I don't know, guys. All I know is this: the counseling session is bringing out a lot, and I'm so upset to learn that um, Amber threw the lake house lady under the dang bus. Wow. Oh Lord Jesus, Barbara. That's I was never a fan of Terry. And I'm gonna be honest with you. I think the only reason Dominique is dealing with him because he's so well off. Um, um, because she almost despised him when she first met him, and now she's so in love. So I think this is just another case of Dominique is only dealing with him because he has money. Um, but she's getting what she deserves. She's getting her karma. She cheated on Mike, and so now she has a man that blatantly cheating in her face. So she's getting her karma for what she did to Mike. It's just that simple. Um, Powerful men gonna have multiple women. I know y'all don't like to hear that, but that's just what it is. I can't find Terry. Have y'all been able to find him on social media? I've been googling Terry 2 times. I haven't been able to find him. But at the end of the day, that's just what it is. Men with money usually gonna have multiple women. Since Rafi got rid of Jocelyn, can we bring back Michelle? No, no. Marcus, leave them where they are. Leave them where they are. But how long do you think this whatever is gonna stay between Rafi and Jocelyn? I don't feel like she took accountability to the situation or for the situation. She told her sister. She kind of went all around with telling her sister the truth. I haven't watched the video where her sister talked to Rafi, so I don't know if he really exposed Jocelyn. But Jocelyn did not take accountability for what she did, and she was wrong for that. Even if Jocelyn can get him another store, it's not that store. And this is the second business that this man has had that has been deleted or ended because of her. So I don't want to bring Terry, not Terry, but Nichelle and Corey back. Remo says Steen is coughing again. So we need Anthony to tell the truth, but Amber to lie. Such hypocrisy. No, nobody needs to tell a lie. Shawman. I'm sorry. I just feel like I'm messing up your name, so I'm gonna say Sutherland. I don't feel like nobody should lie. Sutherland. Doug, Amber didn't tell Anthony about the lake house lady. And guess right. Okay, okay. But I still said, don't tell me, Doug. Somebody kept saying that she said it. Oh, hold on. What's happening here? Oh, I'm on a new device, y'all. Another device. The big story is D and Tamara. Is it tomorrow or Tamara? I don't forget. I love. They do have the best chemistry. Tamara, yeah, I like their storyline. I like Steph. I like when they were at the park. I meant the carnival or whatever. That was so cute. But they do have good chemistry. Remember, Dominique's head is not wrapped too tight. You know what? When Terry tried to go through her back door, that effed her up. I think they might go downhill after that. Amber told everyone that the lake house lady told her, so it would have come out. Yeah, she did tell other people, but I was wondering if, well, I wasn't sure if she told Anthony. I am on Rafi's side right now, and I like Jocelyn. Yeah, because Rafi is right, Barbara. Like, damn, Jocelyn. And he said, you've been treating me like crap for the last few weeks. Your boy did what he did. You acting like it's okay. It's not okay. Like, Rafi is at his breaking point with this. Jocelyn was treating Rafi bad after he gave her all that work to get out of the game. Well, K Flowers, I don't think it was like because she got what she needed. She was jealous because she saw that other girl coming up there to see him. Um, oh, Internet says that when Anthony guessed it, Amber asked him to promise not to get the lady or the lake house lady fired. He said he wouldn't, but oh yeah, you know he gonna get that ass Antoinette, because he had already threatened Lake House lady. So yeah, he is definitely gonna get her. And again, regardless of how you guys feel about Anthony, he is a powerful man. Uh, Doug says, did y'all watch the skit today? Amber kept telling Anthony to leave it alone, and Aunt guessed it. Yeah, Doug, I haven't watched it. I did like when I clicked on it, I was like, I got to go live because this is what people have been asking for. So when I clicked on it and he asked and she said, God told me, I was like, yeah, I'm going live. I wanted to talk to y'all about it. I didn't want to just make a video. So I didn't finish watching it, Doug. Misled. I feel that Amber has all Amber had to say was, "What Miss? I be so ready to read it. I be ahead of myself. I'm like Shayla. I have all crap going in my mind. Like I'm three sentences ahead. So slow down. Miss Let says, I feel all Amber had to say when Anthony asked her was it was her woman's intuition. Not and not allow the lady to be thrown under the bus. Yeah, that would have been the best thing to do, but you know, Amber, she can't hold nothing. Okay, Steph, the student says, who do y'all like better with Mike, Sonny or Melissa? Melissa? hands down, well, hands up, Melissa and Steph. Melissa got a chance to see, that even though she looked down on Melissa, Mike was spending more time with Melissa. So I personally believe or like Mike better with Melissa. So do y'all like Mike better with Melissa or Sonny? That's one of the questions that Steph asked. Um, Antoinette says hopefully Amber will warn her. It doesn't matter. She's gonna lose her job anyway because Anthony had already told her to butt out Antoinette. Joy, the channel here is our local channel, which is channel 4. And okay. Yeah, it was something, Joy, that I watched, but I wasn't able to watch the episodes. And I'm not really sure what happened, why I didn't, continue to watch that soap opera. But something, and it had to be the fact that I didn't have access to the channel. Hey, Shiggity girl, we've been in here for a minute. Where have you been? This was a impromptu live shiggity. I saw the two skits back to back this morning, and I wanted to go live. I didn't want to just make a video for them. So Alice says Amber didn't tell Anthony about Michelle. He guessed it that it was her, and he promised that he's not going to do anything to her. When is Amber going to expose Johnny? Marcus, I don't think she's gonna say nothing about Dalen. Michael likes Melissa and Mike. Antoinette says she don't care. Neither one of them. Jarena likes Mike better with Sonny. Uh, Sonny is too chatty. Yeah. I like Sonny. Okay, so I think Sonny is winning over Melissa, but I like him with Melissa. The reason I like him around Melissa is because he brings out a different Melissa. She's giddy and she can't stop smiling and so I think that's why I like him with her because I can see a difference in her demeanor and her character and just her in general when she's with Mike and I like that because it kind of like it shows people who's living two different lifestyles now. We know Mike came up in the hood, but he's not in the hood now. And then when you're, it's like two different worlds coming together, and I like that. Mm, Sonny acts so needy, but Melissa need to get a hold on her family, asking for money. I know, Barbara. I'd be so embarrassed if my mama asking everybody for money. Ugh. I like Melissa and her personality, not because she's light, bright. Sonny's sister. Y'all, Sonny's sister could have went for her mother. I would have. I don't know why they. I don't know why they used that young lady as Sonny's sister, but she looks old enough to be Sonny's mom. Um, so Sonny's sister is being protected, but she was yeah. I haven't really watched the skits with Melissa, so I can't call it. But Sonny ain't it either. She can say she ain't it either. Sonny is just like Shayla. Why? What do you mean, Michael? Michael says Sonny is just like Shayla. So are you saying she's about money? I mean, so most people are. Amber didn't really say it was her per se. Anthony just said Michelle, and Amber asked him not to get her. Okay, really, Sarah? So that's just like saying it. Joyce says, I get what you're saying about Melissa. Sonny can't make her own decisions, and why she chooses to be loyal I know, Marcus. I don't know why she chooses to be loyal or friends with Princess Fiona, Shayla, aka Princess Fiona. Sonny tells Shayla, yeah, it's stupid, Juanita. It makes no sense. It makes no sense. Shiggity says, listen, if they can use them old looking people in Greece, that lady can be her sister. Maybe there's a significant age difference. I think so. But you know what? I just like when I saw her sister, I just assumed automatically that was her mother. I'm like, damn. Yeah, there could be a significant difference in age, but I still don't like it. They should have just. Ugh. Yeah, they all talk too much, Michael. They all can't nobody like. Once somebody gets some information, it's like right then they tell it. Like within seconds, they calling somebody. They got, oh, I got to tell you that it's like with Mama Nat. Mama Nat went and talked to Amber. As soon as Amber got it, I got to tell. I got like that was nothing to tell. Like that was very personal. They can't hold nothing. Everybody talk too much. Yeah, okay. K Flower said she could at least be the aunt. Exactly. If they not gonna say that's her mother, at least let that be the auntie. Like, golly. Mike told Sonny a while back that Shayla isn't her. Exactly, Sarah. You know he got hot with her about telling the business. Mm, she allowed Shayla to get in her head. Yeah. Barbara say I'm skipping all the Zoe skits. I feel bad for Zoe, but then I kind of like don't care. But but can you imagine though being 21? And we know kids these days are not like us. When we were 21, we were mature as hell. These kids today, they're not like that. But can you imagine being 21 and really being conflicted between the two things that has happened to your auntie? Like Zoe really admires uh, Natasha, and she didn't think, oh, this, me dating Shania is no big deal. He was too young for you anyway. Okay, y'all wasn't together. Yeah, I might not. Maybe I shouldn't have been talking to him while he was living in your house. But it ain't that serious. But then you find out that you're here because your mom slept with your favorite auntie's fiance. So now all of this stuff, I thought she was 21, well, 23, a young girl, regardless. These 20-year olds ain't built like a lot of us older people. So can you imagine, being conflicted in that? Like you're in the middle of that situation when in the beginning you didn't think it was that serious, and then now you found out all of this. That's a lot for a young person these days to take on. Mm. Yeah, Marcus. Sonny's sister, she was liking Mike in the beginning, but my thing is this: they're mad with Mike because Sonny chose to deal with him, knowing he was dealing with somebody else. Make that make sense? No, Marcus, because for one, I like Drew. Okay, but Zoe and Dawn, okay, that's fine. Marcus says, can we give Zoe, Dawn, and Drew birthday parties? um, I just been talking. I don't even know what's in these comments. Marcus, I agreed with it. I don't think she was saying that he only dates light people. I think she was saying that he keeps darker people a secret, darker skinned women a secret. I don't think that she was saying that he only deals with light skinned people. I think she was just saying that he, spends time with them and make them public. But what she doesn't know is that Melissa was just saying that she feels like she's a secret. One thing I've always learned, or I learned early on, is if a man don't take you around the people that if that's most important to him, that you might be a non-factor in his life. Again, men would do everything. They'll lay out the red carpet, but if they don't see you as that person, you're not that person. That's why a lot of times you see men who have been with a woman 10, 15 years and then he marries somebody that he meets in 2 months. You know, it happens. Mm. Zoe should have never been dabbling with Shania neither way. Yeah, I mean, it was wrong. It was wrong, especially while he was in the house, Shiggity. I mean, that was not cool. But I now that I know the situation with Dawn and BK and Natasha, now I'm like that was tough. But I don't think that Zoe should have been dealing with Shania while he was in Natasha's home. But I do think that there wasn't gonna be a future for Natasha and Shania, and that if Zoe had come across paths with Shania, that it was okay if they would have started dating, you know, especially if she didn't know that he was with Natasha. But she did know she was wrong for what she did, and that's just what it is. It's not cool at all. Um, I don't think nobody knows that she's planning to go back to New York, Shiggity. I think Jarena too that Mike just loves women. I don't think it has anything to do with their shade. But again, I feel like Sonny's auntie sister, auntie sister mama, was basically saying that he parades Melissa because she's lighter. He meaning he has her in public because she's lighter, but she doesn't know that Melissa was feeling the same way. Mm. Um, Antoinette, Zoe knew. She knew that Shania and Natasha had dated. That got revealed, and that's why I said she was wrong for doing that in the home, especially. And she knew. She did know. Wayne's crazy cousin. Come on now. Marcus, you just talking now. Marcus says, like it or not, the best women for Mike was Ro and Wayne's crazy cousin. Uh, Ro gets on my last nerve. But was Ro good for Mike? I don't know. I don't know. But definitely not Wayne's cousin. So how are they going to be forced to be next to each other? Ooh. She may not have known like as soon as Shania came to stay, but Antoinette, Natasha and Shania told her because she started. I think it just started coming together in conversation, and but she did know. She might not have known as soon as Shania moved in with Natasha, but within that course of time of all of them living under the same roof, she found out. I know she get on my nerve too, Sharon. But Sharon, you better stop because there's some road lovers in here. They will come for us, girl. Marcus, it's the same thing as I've been saying. Marcus says, "What do you think about Florida?" Flawless's entanglement with Church. It ain't no entanglement. Church is a player. He's an older man. He's gonna have multiple women. He's a man with money, and he's gonna have multiple women. I don't even know why she acting a fool. That's just what it is. No conversation has been made that she is like the number one, or they're in a committed relationship. He's basically a sugar daddy. And I don't know why Flawless reacted the way she did. Ro was good for everybody. I like Ro. I know, Sugar, I know we got some Ro lovers in here. I'm not coming for you. I'm scared y'all gonna come for me, girl. mm. Oh, more than likely, yeah, Miss Led. Something has happened, but a lot of quote bitter women, something has happened. Cause even when where is she anyway? When Amber's cousin came on the scene, she had been cheated on by her man. So most of that bitterness come from a bad experience. K Flowers, I didn't like Mike and Ro together. Mike just met Blake, but was more into getting to know Ro instead of his daughter. I mean, Blake was like older and mouthy, and men ain't gonna take too kind to that. Men aren't going to a lot of times, especially when you mouthy what was her name? Um, Blake. When you're mouthy the way Blake was, the way Mike handled her is the typical way that a strong-headed, strong-willed man will handle a situation. I don't care if it's a girl or a boy that's your child. Because if you notice, when that other dude was supposed to be here, he was older too. And it was like, it ain't nothing I can do about it. I didn't know about you. It is what it is. And just like with Blake, he did whatever he felt like he could do. Buy him a car, do something to show him he cared. But that mouthiness, man, Mike was like, F all that. It happened. I hope their lot is with Zash. Ooh, that'll be good. Zash do need a man, Marcus. I might say Melissa reminds him of Blake. Yeah, you know what? That was kind of creepy though, Juanita. Because I've had people to tell me that I have the name of their mother, and they were like, I couldn't even try to talk to you. You got my mama name. And when I meet people with my brother's name, I'm like, I ain't gonna be able to do that. Doug, you stupid Doug, talking about I call Ro the crack hole. Yeah, let's not forget Ro was on that ish. Yeah, I don't like her self. I don't like her either, Doug. At this point, Ro should just live her best life and not worry about a serious relationship. Maybe. I'm not a Ro fan. Ro just always act like, you know, the world revolves around her. Yolanda, K Flowers. What if Amber Brother? That'll be good. Both of them need some. Malachi need a good woman. That'll work if Malachi and Zash get together. That'll work. On the disrespectful role, I can't. With Shiggy, it seems like you the only one in this chat. Normally, I'm the one getting my butt chewed out. Oh, anyway, y'all, listen. My tablet is about to go out. I've been in for an hour. I'm gonna make it a whole hour and a half before I log off. So I'm at 1 minute 29 seconds, 1 hour 29 minutes and 45 seconds before I leave. Um, H-Town Philly. Oh, I feel like I'm obligated to stay for 5 more minutes. Let me see if my tablet will last that long because I'm down to like 10%. H Town Philly is in the building. H Town Philly says, Hey, Yolanda, I'm late. Yeah, with guys. If you mess up one time, indefinitely, it's the wrap. It's just how we are wired. Exactly. This doesn't work. H-Town Philly. That's just what it is. People can call it a double standard if they want to, but you can't mess up. Exactly. Um, So what's up, H Town Philly? What have you been up to today? We've just been chatting about the um the two skits that came out today with Amber and Anthony, and how this therapy session number two, how therapy session number two uh really brought out some questions. So it's got Amber and Anthony asking the questions that you guys have been waiting for. Like, when is Amber gonna find out about this? When is Anthony gonna find out about this? So that's basically what we've been kind of like talking about, the two skits that came out today with Amber and Anthony, and it was all a result of the counseling session that nobody feels like Amber should be putting herself through, but I am loving it. Uh, why did the writers mess up Brock's character? Brock didn't never have a. We didn't care about Brock anyway. Marcus, we didn't have. K Flower said, "Plug that crap in." I just brought my tablet with me just to watch videos on today, and I don't have anything here. I'm in another location. I'm out here in the country. K Flowers. Um, Joyce said, we got another Ro lover. Joyce says, Ro is the mother of the show. She is mothering everybody. Barbara says, I enjoyed the live with everyone. Good. I'm glad you liked it, Barbara. K Flowers, good live. Thank y'all. H Time Philly says, I've been there, trust me. Amber and Anthony are getting close. I found out my child mom was double dipping and I checked out and it's been 20 years. Yeah. Yeah, and again, people can have their own perception of how a man should handle things, but that is just what it is. Like I've been saying, men are territorial. And I know y'all don't like when I say this. They may do what they want to do. That's what it is. They can, um, but we just can't. We can't. That's just sorry. Uh, Icy Kitty, where have you been, Icy Kitty? Icy Kitty says they put the best skits on Saturday. I see y'all coming in, but nobody see. Michael Brown said y'all up in this camp, but y'all ain't hitting the like button. Hit that like button, y'all. Jarena been telling y'all all throughout this chat to hit the like button too. And multiple other people. So y'all hit that darn like button. That's right. Hit the like, hit the like. Yeah, hit the like. But yeah, hometown, H-Town Philly, I I'm a woman, of course, but I have a lot of male friends, and I've always worked in male-dominated workforces, and I hear the same thing. So love it or leave it. It is what it is. So, and that's why I always say, it takes H-Town Philly. That's why I'm always saying, because I hear stuff from men. It takes one woman to make a good man bad. Oh, thank you, H Town Philly. For the super sad, H Town Philly says, I hear ladies say, why y'all can do it and we can't. My answer is, well, do it and find out. It's easy on my end to keep it going, but you have to guard everything 100. Yeah, and H Town Philly, I remember when I got married, I'm not married now, but when I got married and I met my ex husband, he gave me such a hard time because of what had happened to him in his past. And I was like, I can do it to you. I need the opportunity to prove myself. And, but it's really hard to get through once a man has experienced something. I mean, it, it's hard. So call it a double standard if you want, but it is what it is. Internet says, I believe it. About his money, Anthony. Do you think if he gets back with Amber, will he stop seeing Shayla in a sexual way? Antoinette, I do. I think once they figure this thing out, I do think he'll stop being physical with Shayla at some point. Yeah, but um, I feel like he does need to be honest with Shayla and tell her what's going on. But again, he's playing both ends because he somewhat told Shayla about counseling. He just didn't tell that it was to get her back. So he has kind of been honest about it, and that's just what women do it too. Women will give you a piece of the story just to say I told you. So, but as far as them being physical, I hope that he would do the right thing. But in these kids, nobody does the right thing. But I hope that given a second chance and opportunity to make his marriage work, that he would do. I'm hoping that he will do the right thing. Um, Floretta, girl. The only reason I'm on this live is because H Time Philly came through, and I knew H Time Philly was gonna come through with some real facts and stories. We were talking about men, the difference in when men and women cheat and why men handle it differently. I'm only on for a few more minutes, so Floretta, I've been on for like over an hour and a half. But hi, I'm glad you was able to catch a little glimpse of the live. Um, Joy says, I think he's been slacking up with Shayla already. Yeah. I don't know if I said that in a reaction or if I put that in a comment, but I may have commented to one of my reactions, and I was saying that that physical part has been coming to a halt lately. They haven't really been doing all of that. So yeah, Joy, it has. Um, for a while until Shayla. To, K Flower says that the physical part between, well, she didn't say this, I'm just saying this. K Flower says that the physical part between Anthony and Shayla will stop until Shayla toots it up. But K Flowers also says unless it comes out that the baby isn't his. Yeah, he definitely won't deal with her if that baby isn't his. Mm, Floretta, I love you, girlie. Thank you, Floretta. K Flowers, you really hung out today on here. I did, K Flowers, because I was like, I just can't make a regular video because y'all have been asking these same questions for the longest. And this counseling session brought that out. So I was like, I can't just make a regular video. I got to talk to my people about this. And I don't know why when I try to schedule a live so you guys will know, I got two reasons. Two reasons I don't like scheduling. Well, one reason I don't like scheduling a live is because life happens and I hate when I can't come on the way I say that I'm gonna come on. I hate when that happens. That's one reason I don't like scheduling a live. Second reason, when I do schedule, um, or the time I have tried to schedule a live, when I go back to it, it won't let me use that same live. So I don't know how to fix that. So that's another reason. But this morning I was like, Hunter, we got to talk about this thing because that counseling session has really, brought out some questions. Um, Hobby the CEO. Hey, girl. H Town Philly. Thank you. It's deeper for men. Well, so you guys, if you're just coming in, me and H Town Philly have been talking about, when it comes the difference when it comes to a man cheating versus when women cheat. H Town Philly says it's deeper for men. Not just financially, but protecting, fathering, counseling, and being a voice of reason and logic. Men are not impulsive. When shit hit the fan, basically men are not impulsive. The writers definitely need to hit me up. I mean, the writers really don't. I think the writers more lean toward women. H Town Philly. So yeah, they do need to, and Wayne has said, his channel is mostly women, and so I do think they cater to the women. But yeah, H Town Philly, they need a perspective to use the perspective of a man, because when they just keep giving the female point of view of things, you're not gonna get the correct point of view, because it's really centered around you guys, the men. So yeah, they definitely need to hit some real men up to get those perspectives from them, instead of just centering everything to work in the women's favor. Because you know what? That's why I think a lot of times the people who watch these skits, I think that's why, they get so aggravated, because they're so used to not getting all of it. And it's just, it's annoying. And that's why I try to have as much of a voice about um, the situations, as far as when it comes to men and women and relationships and stuff. I try to have a voice for the men, because I listen and I hear what a lot of them say, even when it comes to the way they try to portray like men are going to just have one woman. Church is a player. Church is he is a sugar daddy, basically. Sugar daddies don't have one woman. Sugar daddies have a lot of women, and nobody likes to know that they're not the only one. But again, in real life, a lot of times you're not the only one. Who's to say it's right? It may not be, but you have to understand that in the real world, you're not the only one. So I think these skits just center toward making it right for women, and it's just not. Uh, Even when it comes to Melissa and Mike's situation, Mike never had that conversation with Melissa that they were in a monogamous relationship with together, a serious relationship. He never had that conversation with her. So for her to assume that was her bad, he's not attached to anybody. So for people to say he's too old to be acting like this, he's too this, he's too that, this man don't have to settle down. He doesn't have to be married. He is a grown man who can do what he wants to do, because he's not attached to nobody. But these skits make it like it's wrong. But at the end of the day, that's just what it is. Um, y'all out here having your own conversation. Church is like a buddy. It's like buddy. Well, at one point, Michael Sherman was a sugar daddy. He was a sugar daddy. But at the end of the day, I don't know why Flawless reacted the way she did. I would have been like, girl, just put your stuff in the second room, because I got the first one. At the end of the day. Um, okay, so Doug said he's not watching the chat. So anyone who has spoken to him, hello, basically. Yeah, Doug was driving, y'all. He was just listening and responding when he got to a light, a stoplight. Do you think with Sean? He says, "Girl." Girl, I mean not girl, Market. I don't even care about Rashad. We can put Rashad in that pile of people or list of people who need a birthday party. I don't think she want him back though, Marcus. H time Philly, no one wants to be played. I think everyone needs transparency. Then things would be so much clearer. But H time Philly, Mike told Melissa, I'm just trying to see where things go. I don't I don't think Mike had to say I'm with you and other women. Um, and I think if Sunday may not have asked him, he may not have told her. I don't know. But Mike doesn't give off that energy of like J Mo told Ernestine, listen, I'm gonna have two women. That's just it. So I don't think Mike gives off that type of energy where he'll say, "Hey, it's you and somebody else." He's just gonna say, give you those hints and say, "I'm just trying to see where this goes. Let's just enjoy ourselves. I just got out of a relationship." That's gonna let you know that I ain't trying to be serious right now. So I don't look at Mike as being that type that will be that transparent. That's gonna be about as transparent as he gets. But I think Ashawn Philly, you're saying as far as like when these guys meet somebody, they say, "Hey, I got another woman. Hey, I got." I think it just depends on that person's personality. J Mo's personality is, listen, Ernestine, I'm gonna keep dealing with Melissa. Melissa, I'm talking to Ernestine. That's his personality. He will do something like that. But I don't see Mike being that way. Church, same situation. He laughed when Flawless came at him with that. So he was like, "Hey, that's my friend." Letting her know she is in the rotation. I do hang out with her. Sometimes they're gonna try to spare your feelings, but at the end of the day, Flawless should have known when she met this man that he gave her a black card that she was not the only one. She been dealing with sugar daddies since we've been on the skits, so she know what's up. H Town Philly, Yolanda, no woman wants to be number two. They don't, but that's the epitome of a player. Whenever you can have them, and they make that choice to be number two. Yeah, they don't want it, but better get in where you fit in. Mike plays with Sonny and Melissa. Just do what J Mo did. Yeah, that would have been good for him to just be honest the way J Mo was. But like I said, I don't think he's that open like that or that transparent. I think he's gonna throw you those hints. But H Town Philly, Mike did tell Sonny. He did tell Sonny that he was talking to Melissa. He said, "I don't love her," and like that. We just vibing. So he did. Sonny brought that on herself too with all that celibacy crap. I'm sorry, but that might work with some men, but it ain't gonna work with all men. You want to be celibate, you go ahead and be celibate. Well, we celibate, and I'm gonna go over here. That's usually how that works. That's usually how that works. So, oh, H-Town Phillies say new skit alert. Let's see what's happening. I can't believe my tablet ain't went out. It's at like 8%. H-Town Phillies say new skit alert. Oh, so Amber has gone to tell Shayla, to tell Brittany that Shayla told Anthony about her and Wayne. Uh, you do you, and I'm gonna. K Flower said, "You do you, and I'm gonna do me." There's too many family. I don't know what that is, Doug. In these skits, I don't know what that is, Doug. If we follow the instructions of God, you would not have exactly, but we don't, Deacon Chris. The world doesn't. That's just what it is. I saw a meme one time, and it said the truth versus a lie. The line was full. The line to the truth only had that one person over there, maybe two other people. But that's just what it is. Yeah, you're absolutely right. If we follow God, the instructions of God, yeah, but that ain't what the world does. Lawrence in trouble with Nina. I can't work with her dressing like. You know what, Lawrence? Not Lawrence. H Town Philly. That's Lawrence's fault too for allowing Nina to come in dressed like that. That's just like even with Dominique and all, they all be dressing like they get ready to go to the club. I'm like, have some kind of dress code. Like no, nobody dress professionally. Professionally. Mm, do you live? Real life says, do you live with your mom? Real life, my mother has dementia, and she got in trouble at her residence, so she had to come and live with me. So we do live together. Um, so yeah, but she came to stay with me for a little while until I can figure things out. Hands down, the best lawyer was the fly lawyer. He got on my nerve. Whatever happened to him anyway? He's gonna find out when he flip. When he finds, he's gonna flip when he finds out that Flawless is still his daddy. Yeah, two-time Terry is a freaking weirdo, and his H-Time Philly, he elfed Dominique up when he tried to go through her back door. But you know, H-Time Philly, you know why Libby let him go through the back door, right? I mean, I hope you know that. She only did that because she wanted to keep that part tight, so Kales wouldn't know. You know what I'm saying? So that's why that back door. That's why she opened up her back door. She thinks she's slick. Yeah, yeah. That's why that happened. A time Philly. K Flower said, "Oh, yeah," but Terry he effed Dominique up. He effed her Dominique up so bad she had to have a conversation with Mike, and you know she been hot with Mike for a long time. She even wanted to talk to Mike like with some sense, like why did you ever do me like that? Mike said, "Look, the front door is good enough for me. I don't need no ish on my ick. But yeah, the back door ain't for everybody. Can we let? She gonna say, "Listen, can we let leave these backdoor skits alone? Let them go, cause ain't nobody asked for that." Oh God, y'all are silly. Oh, pass around. Okay. Yeah, the hell yeah. Yeah. Natasha, son and father, BK sisters, Flawless, son and father, Ro, almost daughter, mother, Shania, aunt, niece, Key Lime Pie brother. Yeah, okay, pass. Yeah, everybody sleeping with everybody. Kels can't compete with that. Oh. Loretta say Kels can't compete with that DDL. Oh, God. Oh, I forgot about the DDL. Oh, Lord Jesus. Lord have mercy. Do y'all know Chad Johnson had a DDL too? H. Philly said we all doomed if these boys get DDL. Oh Lord Jesus. Oh yeah, Marcus Dub. Marcus was reminding us that flawless was passed around from by cousins. So remember when she started talking to damn, what's that guy name? But yeah, I think everybody, all of them, been passed around. Kels deserves better. He does, but you know what? He's um he's gonna learn a lesson in all this. I don't know what happened with the other young lady that Kels was dating, but all of the stuff that he has gone through with Libby, I just don't think he would have that sister would have had the opportunity to do all of that to him. I think as soon as he found out whatever he found out, he ended it with her. But you got Libby is clearly breaking boundaries. Like I said, her first day over to Kels' home, she was snooping and accusing him of stuff. And that was a red flag right there. So I think Kel is going to learn a lesson in this situation. It's going to F him up because he had love for the other young lady. Now he's got love for Libby and she's doing him like this. But, Chad, who is Chad? H Town Philly. Mm. Oh, K Flower said, listen, that's a prerequisite for KW skits. You must share the same kitty and eggplants to be friends and associates. I don't know where Chantel is. I guess that guy died, and I don't know. A lot of them they go in and out. I don't know. Alexis, yep, Alexis slept with two cousins. Mm, you know what? Floretta. I think they put a halt to that. Well, I don't know because I don't really watch the skits. Did that guy and the guy that just died or got killed or whatever in the skits? Chantel's potential baby's father, was he not the daddy? Because Floretta says, what about the storyline that Wayne might be Chantel's baby daddy? I know that he took the blood test, but I don't really watch those skits, so I'm not sure whatever happened with that. Mm, Libby needs to leave Kells alone. Yeah, I mean, I don't. I guess she don't want to leave Kells alone because Terry is still with Dominique. So she don't want to give up her thing, and Terry hasn't given up his. Yolanda, do you think Ro will ever forgive Anthony for ruining her wedding and uh, and her drug addiction? Well, I don't think you're saying that asking if she'll forgive Anthony for the drug addiction. But will Ro ever forgive Anthony for ruining her wedding? No, because I think she low key wanted it ruined. H Town Philly. I don't think she wanted to get married. So I she'll hold on to it, but I don't think that she even wanted to get married. So low key, she have forgiven him. She's thankful, but she's gonna pretend like you ruined my wedding because she got to pretend to be Miss Perfect Row, and everything has got to work for her. Um, Maybe Kels will get with T. Nah, Kels and T ain't gonna get together. Mm-mm. Leon. Oh, he didn't die. I thought he died. Damn, I done killed him off K Flowers. I thought whenever they was at the house, see, that's what happened when you don't watch all the skits. I be getting on to y'all for not watching all my skits, and I come in and say you didn't watch it all. But that's what happened when you don't watch all the damn skits. Mm. Oh, no results. I thought they got the results too. I thought sure I saw that. Uh, they're stalling with the results. Wayne wasn't with Chantel when she started accusing him. Oh, I don't. So Doug says that Wayne wasn't with Chantel when she started accusing him of being the father. I mean, I thought maybe they were just. Well, I know they had did it, but I thought at some point they were just cool like that, and he just helped her out. So I didn't see how that was gonna happen. Michael Brown says Kale's gonna catch Terry in Libby's back door. Oh, catch Terry in the back door. Oh yeah, Libby. Hell yeah. What happened with the restaurant Amber invested in? Do you know why Victor? Okay, so H. Town Philly says, what happened with the restaurant that Amber invested in? Now, the only one I know is Bar 44, and then the one with Kelvin and Brittany. Now, those are the two that I know about, and Amber says she just wanted to stay as an investor with the one that involves Kelvin because he tried to kiss her or whatever. So anything else, I don't know. But as far as Bar 44, they still have Bar 44 together, her and Anthony. He was actually just at the bar in one of the skits, I think yesterday or last night or something. Mm. Mm. Hobby the CEO says, I feel like Anthony standing up at Rose's wedding is Amber's karma for trying to take Mike from Rose, and the Shayla incident is because she messed with Wayne. Now, I can see that. Kay Flowers, she said they hooked up off and on, and that's when it happened. Yeah. Um, Again, I know they did hook up, but I thought at some point, he was just like helping her out because they were just cool. But that could have been a time that it happened, but they haven't really pursued that much. Are we sure Brock's roommate isn't the real baby's father? He could be Marcus, but that's really not his roommate. They got him like captured or something. She's still, she's just not like working there no more. Mm, Amber one, yeah, and Kate Flower. Remember, Amber got upset because she saw Kelvin with another woman. I'm like, why are you upset? You guys are not exclusive. Like, so yeah, Amber wanted Kelvin too. Mm-hmm. Uh, yeah, yeah, he was there. Yes, so that skit came out yesterday. I wasn't sure if it came out in the late night, but I know I had watched it. H Town Philly, why did Victor choose? And I don't know. Is that like H Town Philly? Earlier. We were like really trying to figure that out. Why would you choose Amber for a green card when she's already married? I don't get it. Mm, damn, I keep hitting this thing. Lord Jesus, let me fix this. Okay. I'm gonna have to start bringing my laptop with me. Um, I believe. Okay, so Antoinette says I believe that Zachary is not Brody's child. Well, Angelina claims she never cheated on him, so I don't know. Emma got money is the reason Victor chose her. Yeah, but that's the thing. Like Marcus, why did Victor choose her? Um, he met her at the home. She started renting to him. Like, did he see her from somewhere else, and that's why he rented from her and had that plan? Or you know what I'm saying? Like, there's something missing. It's something missing. And that's what's weird about this whole thing. Like, why, why did he choose her? And not the fact that because she's married, it's the fact that they were not in each other's path. So something's got to come out as to what made him possibly rent from her to, start this process or this green card process. Like, something has got to come out. Because he had have already had his plan in the works. H. Phillips says definitely a reason. A lot of women are they're pretty, but something stands out. Yeah, like, yeah, it's something. So is he working with Angelina, Shayla? Like where? Who is he working with? He's got to be working with somebody. Cause he's unless they effed up. That young lady at the gym says that she has been working out with him for 3 years, but he pretended like he just moved to the city. Remember, whenever he went to the bar, he was like, "I don't know where to go here," so he was acting as though um, he just moved to the area. Floretta says she think that he's a plant by Angelina. I wouldn't be surprised. Um, she could have said, "Well, at least Amber haven't given him any." Yeah, she been sticking by that. She told him, I'm still married and I don't want to do that. Zach should be the child out of wedlock that Brody has with a different woman. Marcus, you could be right because look at Brittany and her dad. That's just coming out. So, mm, when is Coco and Shayla gonna bump heads? I don't know. I think the only time those two may cross paths is if they run into each other at a restaurant somewhere, or if Shayla just so happens to go to Bar 44 when Coca is there. I don't know how they would cross paths together, because I don't see Coca going to her apartment or nothing like that. But at some point, they're gonna have to come together. And Faye say at this point, nobody cares about Victor. Doug, most of these men in here, they try to make him a simp. Coco might want to meet Shayla, to be honest, to see her. Oh, yeah, the damn baby. We done forgot about Kai, just like we forget about David. Okay, okay. Make it make sense, Shiggity. Thank you. So Shiggity says Coco may want to see the baby. Okay. I don't know. But anyway, I am at 2 hours and 8 minutes with y'all. I'm out of here. I am out of here. I'm so glad my tablet held up though. I thought it was gonna die, but it's holding up, so I'm glad. But anyway, I've been on here 2 hours and good chatting with y'all. I'm gonna go and get my day started. Um, okay, you have a happy Easter slash 420 as well, H Town Philly. And I will see y'all in the next live in the next video. Bye, y'all.